Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Multilevel Master Reading.Part 1 Exercise 86'ning tahlilini boshlaymiz. Dolphins are regarded as the friendliest creatures in the sea, and stories of the helping drowning sailors have been common since Roman times. Delfinlar dengizdagi juda ham do'stona hayvonlar sifatida bilinadi va ularning cho'kayotgan dengizchilarga yordam berish haqidagi hikoyalari Rim tarixlaridan beri umumiy tushuncha hisoblanadi. Ya'ni shunaqa hikoyalar bor. Birinchi savolimizning javobi common bo'ladi. The more we learn about dolphins, the more we realize that their society is more complex than people previously imagined. Ikkinchi savolimizning javobi dolphins bo'ladi. Ya'ni biz qanchalik ko'p delfinlar haqida o'rgansak, biz shunchalik ko'p anglaymiz. Ya'ni ularning jamiyati odamlar avvalgidan tasavvur qilganidan-da ko'ra murakkabroqdir. They look after other dolphins when they are ill, care for pregnant mothers, and protect the weakest in the community as we do. Ular o'sha kasal bo'lgan delfinlarga g'amxo'rlik qilishadi. Homilador ayollari bo'lsa o'sha delfinlarini ularga ham g'amxo'rlik qilishadi va jamiyatidagi eng kuchsizlarni himoya qilishadi, xuddi biz qilgandek. They are even used in military to discover bombs in the sea. Ular hattoki o'sha harbiy sohada ham foydalaniladi dengizlardagi bombalarni topish uchun. Uchinchi savolimizning javobi discover bo'ladi. Some scientists have suggested that dolphins have a language, but it's much more probable that they communicate with each other without needing words. Ba'zi bir olimlar aytishadiki, delfinlarda tili bor, lekin bu undan ham ko'p narsa bo'lishi mumkin, chunki ular hech qanaqa so'zlarsiz bir-biri bilan muloqot qilisha oladi. Could any of these creatures be more intelligent than people? To'rtinchi savolimizning javobi people bo'ladi. Bu mahluqotlar hayvonlardan ko'ra odamlardan ko'ra aqlliroqmi? To'rtinchi savolimiz demak people bo'ldi. Certainly, the most common argument in favor of man's superiority over them that we can kill them more easily than they can kill us is the least satisfactory. Shu narsasi juda ham aniq argument bor. Ya'ni odamlarning ular ustidagi ustunligi jihatidan shunaqa argument bor. Biz ular bizni o'ldirganidan ko'ra osonlikcha o'ldira olamiz. Va bu narsa juda ham qoniqarsiz, ya'ni yomon ahvol. 5-savolimizning javobi kill bo'ladi. On the contrary, the more we discover about these remarkable creatures, the less we appear superior when we destroy them. Ya'ni shu boshqacha aytganimizda, biz ularni bu juda ham ajoyib bo'lgan mavjudotlarni qanchalik ko'p o'rganishni boshlasak, biz shunchalik ulardan kamroq ustunlik qilamiz. Ya'ni ustunligimiz kamroq bo'lib qoladi biz ularni vayron qilganimiz uchun. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Multilevel Master Reading.Part 1 Exercise 87'ning tahlilini boshlaymiz. Abigail Adams was born on November 22, 1744. Abigail Adams 1744-yil 22-noyabrda tug'ilgan. Adams was both the wife and mother of two American presidents. Adams Amerika prezidentlarining ham onasi, ham rafiqasi bo'lgan, ikkita Amerika prezidentining. She married John Adams, the second president of the United States, on October 25, 1764. Birinchi savolimizning javobi prezident so'z bo'ladi. Ya'ni u 1764-yil 25-oktyabrda Amerika Qo'shma Shtatlarining ikkinchi prezidenti John Adamsga turmushga chiqqan. John and Abigail Adams had 6 children together. John va Abigail Adamsning 6 ta farzandi bo'lgan. One of their children, John Quincy Adams, would later become the sixth President of the United States. Farzandlaridan biri John Quincy Adams keyinchalik Amerika Qo'shma Shtatlarining 6-prezidenti bo'lgan. Ikkinchi savolimizda javobi children bo'ladi. Abigail Adams is most remembered for the letters that she wrote back and forth to her husband while he was working with the Continental Congress in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Abigail Adams ko'pincha uning xatlari orqali eslaniladi, chunki u o'sha turmush o'rtog'i Pensilvaniyadagi Filadelfiyada Continental Kongressda o'tkazayotganda xat yozgan, xat almashib turgan xo'jayini bilan. John Adams would frequently write to her and ask for her advice on both social and political issues of the time. John Adams unga juda tez xat yozib turgan va undan maslahatni so'ragan, ya'ni ijtimoiy va ayni paytdagi o'sha ijtimoiy va siyosiy muammolarda. Uchinchi savolimizda javobi political bo'ladi. The letters of Abigail Adams to her husband John Adams are now part of American Revolutionary War period history because they serve as a first-hand eyewitness account of political life during this time. Abigail Adamsning xo'jayiniga yozgan xatlari bugungi kunda Amerika revolyutsiyasida, urushi tarixida juda muhim qism hisoblanadi, chunki ayni o'sha paytdagi siyosiy hayotning haqiqiy guvohi hisoblanadi o'sha xatlar. Abigail Adams is also known as the first lady to live in the White House, which became the official residence of the presidential family after the nation's capital was relocated to Washington, D.C. in 1800. Abigail Adams bundan tashqari birinchi xonim hisoblangan va o'sha Oq uyda yashagan birinchi xonim hisoblangan, ya'ni Oq uyni o'sha paytda 1800-yilda yangi Washingtonga millatning poytaxtini Washington D.C.ga o'zgartiradilar va birinchi bo'lib o'sha Oq uyda yashagan prezident oilasi o'sha Abigail xonimning oilasi bo'ladi. 5-savolimizning javobi family bo'ladi. The first lady enjoyed life at the newly built White House mansion even though it was still under construction when the first family moved in. Birinchi xonim dastavval o'sha birinchi dastavval ko'chib o'tganida hali qurilish ishlari davom etishiga qaramasdan yangi Oq uydagi hayotidan rohatlana boshlaydi. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Multilevel Master Reading.Part 1 exercise 88ning tahlilini boshlaymiz. Fictional stories about people who have extraordinary abilities have always attracted people's attention. G'ayrioddiy qobiliyatlari bor bo'lgan odamlar haqida hikoya qiluvchi fantastik hikoyalar har doim insonlarning e'tiborini jalb qilgan. One of them is the story of Vera Petrova, who is able to perceive things with different parts of her skin and solid walls. Shulardan bittasi Vera Petrova haqida hikoya hisoblanadi. Vera Petrova o'zining tanalarining turli qismlari bilan narsalarni seza olish qobiliyatiga ega bo'lgan yoki o'sha qattiq devorlar orqali. One day she comes into her father's office and puts her hands on the door of a locked safe. Bir kuni u otasining ofisiga keladi va o'zini qo'llarini qulflangan seyfni eshigiga qo'yadi. Birinchi savolimiz javob seyf bo'ladi. Chunki aynan undan keyingi gapda o'sha seyf haqida gap ketganligi haqida ma'lumot bor. Suddenly she asks her father why he keeps so many old newspapers locked away in the safe. Qo'qqisdan dadasidan so'raydi, nima uchun shuncha eski gazetalarni seyfda qulflab qo'yganligini. Vera's curious talent is brought to the notice of a scientific research institute, and she is given a series of tests by a special commission. Veraning qiziquvchan bu talanti uni o'sha ilmiy research instituti tomonidan e'tiboriga tushishiga olib keldi va unga maxsus komissiya tomonidan turli xil testlar berildi. During these tests, she managed to read a newspaper through an opaque screen, and then she describes. Mana shu testlar davomida xira ekrandan gazetalarni o'qishga muvaffaq bo'ldi va bundan tashqari keyin and then she describes the figures and colors of pictures hidden under a carpet va keyin u o'sha gilamning ostida yashiringan rasmdagi ranglar va shakllarni tasvirlab berdi. Ikkinchi savolimizning javobi tests bo'ladi. During all these tests, Surah is blindfold, but except when she is blindfold, she lacks the ability to perceive things with her skin. Barcha testlarda Vera ko'zi bog'landi, lekin o'sha ko'zi bog'lanmagan holatdan tashqari bo'lgan barcha vaziyatlarda u narsalarni tushunishga qiynaldi. It was also found that although she could perceive things with her fingers, and this ability stopped at the moment her hands were wet. Yana shu narsa aniq bo'ldiki, u barcha narsalarni barmoqlari bilan sezishiga qaramasdan bu qobiliyati agar qo'llari ho'l bo'lsa, bu qobiliyati yo'qolib qolardi. 4-savolimizning javobi perceive bo'ladi, tushunmoq, idrok etmoq, sezmoq ma'nosida va 5-savolimiz javobi qobiliyati yo'q bo'lib qolardi. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Multilevel Master Reading.Part va exercise 89ning tahlilini boshlaymiz. Blue jeans are casual pants noted for their strength and comfort. Ko'k jinsilar o'zining kuchliligi va qulayliligi sababli norasmiy kiyim sifatida bilinadi, norasmiy shim sifatida bilinadi. Blue jeans in the form we know them today didn't come about until the middle of the 19th century. Blue jinslar, ya'ni ko'k jinsilar, blue jeans haqida gap ketgani uchun birinchi savolimizning javobi jeans bo'ladi. Biz bugungi kunda biladigan ko'k jinsilar 19-asrning o'rtalarigacha noma'lum bo'lgan, aniq bo'lmagan, ya'ni bu haqida hech qanday ma'lumot bo'lmagan, ya'ni o'sha paytgacha bo'lmagan. Lewis Strauss, an enterprising immigrant who happened to have a few bolts of blue denim clothes on hand, recognized a need for strong work pants in the mining communities of California. Ikkinchi savolimizning javobi pants bo'ladi, ya'ni trousers ma'nosida, shim ma'nosida. Lewis Strauss, ya'ni tashabbuskor immigrant, qo'lida bir nechta o'sha denim materiali bo'lgan, ya'ni qattiq ipkazlamadan bo'lgan materiali bo'lgan odam shu narsa anglaganki, Kaliforniyadagi konchilik ishlariga juda ham kuchli shim kerak bo'ladi. Shim kerak bo'lishini anglagan. Ikkinchi savolimizning javobi pants. He first designed and marketed Levi's in 1850, and there have been only minor alterations to the original design since then. Uni birinchi marta dizaynlashtirgan va o'shani sotgan Levi'sni shimlarini, ya'ni 1850-yilda va o'sha originalni dizaynidan ular o'sha konchilik ishlari uchun o'zgartirishlar bo'lgan. 3-savolimizning javobi bin bo'ladi. The number of blue jeans waters sold started increasing among young people in 1950s. O'sha ko'k jinsilar 1950-yilga kelib yosh odamlar tomonidan sotib olinishi ko'tarila boshladi, ko'paya boshladi. In the year 1957, 150 million pairs was sold worldwide. 1957-yilda 150 millionta juft o'sha jinsilar butun dunyo bo'ylab sotilgan. 4-savolimizning javobi sold bo'ladi. The demand for jeans continued to grow until 1981. O'sha jinsiga bo'lgan talablar 1981-yilgacha o'sgan. Talablar ma'nosida demands bo'ladi. 5-savolimizning javobi. Although blue jeans have remained basically the same since they were first designed, they have always been versatile enough to meet market demand. Jinsilar o'sha dastlabki tarzda qanday yaratilgan bo'lsa, o'shanday hech qanday dizaynda o'zgartirish bo'lishiga qaramasdan, u haligacha o'sha bozorlarda talabgir mahsulot hisoblanadi. 6-savolimizga Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Multilevel Master Reading.Part 1 Exercise 90ning tahlilini boshlaymiz. Stonehenge is an ancient monument situated about 10 miles north of Salisbury in England. Stonehenge Angliyadagi Salisburyning shimolidan 10 mil uzoqlikda joylashgan qadimiy haykal hisoblanadi, yodgorlik hisoblanadi. It was built about 4,500 years ago, but by whom and for what purpose remains a mystery. Bu yodgorlik, bu bino 4,5 ming yil oldin qurilgan, lekin uni kim va nima uchun qurganligi, nima maqsadda qurganligi haligacha sirli. Birinchi savolimizning javobi build bo'ladi. The builders must have known of geometry. O'sha quruvchilari geometriyani yaxshi bilgan bo'lsa kerak. They may have been influenced by the Mycenaean whose architecture was similar. Ular bu aynan ular Mycenaean, ya'ni o'shalarni arxitekturasi bilan bir xil bo'lgan, shuning uchun ularni aynan Mycenaean arxitekturasi ta'sirida qurgan, ya'ni o'shalardan ta'sirlanib. The builders must have brought stones from west walls over 135 miles away. Quruvchilar o'sha toshlarni g'arbiy Uelsdan olib kelgan 135 mil uzoqlikdan. These stones weigh more than 50 tons. Uchinchi savolimizning javobi stones bo'ladi. Bu toshlar 50 tonnadan ziyod og'irlikda bo'lgan. They may have been broad rafts and rollers. Bu toshlar o'sha sollar yoki o'sha roliklar yordamida olib kelingan. To'rtinchi savolimizning javobi broad bo'ladi. Experts said that it must have taken 1,500 men more than 5 years to transport them. Ekspertlarning aytishicha, ularni aynan shu toshlarni o'tkazish uchun, olib kelish uchun 5 yildan ortiq vaqt ketgan, 1,5 mingdan ortiq odam qatnashgan. Stonehenge was probably built in 3 stages. Stonehenge 3 davrda, 3 pog'onada qurilgan bo'lishi mumkin. 5-savolimizning javobi Stonehenge bo'ladi. First settlers from continental Europe built a temple for sun worship. Dastavval o'sha Yevropa qit'asidan kelgan odamlar, ko'chmanchilar quyoshga sig'inish uchun ibodatxona sifatida qurgan. Later the Beaker people added the stone circles. Keyinchalik Beaker deb nomlangan odamlar aylana toshlarni qo'shgan. Finally, people of the West culture transformed Stonehenge into an observatory. Va nihoyat o'sha West madaniyatiga doir bo'lgan odamlar Stonehengeni observatoriyaga aylantirishgan, ya'ni rasadxonaga. They could calculate the exact time of midsummer and midwinter in the observatory. Ular o'sha nimada, rasadxonada yozning o'rtasi yoki o'sha qish paytini aniq vaqtini hisoblash uchun foydalanishgan. 6-savolimizning javobi